Hey, I'm Bill Faeth, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm sitting in the Chicago O'Hare Airport, and I'm on my way to Whitefish. I have my fourth property there under contract. This is going to be probably one of my best long-term investments. Two things. One, we are going into fall season right now. Man, you need to look at two of the most recent videos I posted here on the channel about getting optimized for fall, because a lot of you have not done that yet. The other thing is really looking when you're investing into more than just cash flow. Most of you have defaulted to just underwriting your performance based on cash flow, and that's still number one at the top of my list. But there's three other things that are really important. So here's something I want you to really understand when you're underwriting cash flow. Before you get to the cash flow part, you've got to identify market, then submarket, and then really even micro market within neighborhoods. I'm flying into Whitefish. I'm here in the Chicago airport. Yesterday, I put a property under contract. It's a one-bedroom condo. And I know you think I only own big properties. You saw the $3 million property with two houses and the lake and everything on that I closed on last week. Well, Bill, why are you putting a one-bedroom condo under contract? Well, here's the deal. Number one, I'm getting it for under $600,000, $579,000, $20,000 seller credit. So the $20,000 will go towards renovating the kitchen, new cabinets, new appliances, new countertops, and the bathroom as well. We'll probably spend another 15 or so on furnishings and stuff like that. I'll only come out of pocket for 15 grand, 10% down, second home loan. I'm going to be able to close it for probably 60,000. So I put another 15 in on top of my $20,000 seller credit, and I'm into this property for like 75,000 bucks. That's what's kind of crazy here, right? Well less than 100 grand. AirDNA has this pegged at about $50,000 a year. I outperformed that right off the bat by 52%, so I should be able to do 78,000, no problem. But when I look at the competition and then I see what's going up right next door, there are townhouse units. Even though mine's a one bedroom, these are going to be three bedrooms, and they're starting at 2.5 million. That means that they're going to be selling pre-sale $1,347 a square foot. I'm going to pay $835 a square foot. Once Bria gets done with her magic, you get it renovated, it's going to appreciate dramatically. If you're familiar with ski in, ski out, this is ski in, ski out. And most importantly, literally it's like 50 yards to the number one chair, literally chair number one that takes you to the top of the mountain. And the only thing that can get between us and that chair number one is this development that's going in right now, and it's not going to impede our access. It's not going to impede our views. The second part of this is I know what's happening in this market long term, and it's happening right now as I'm recording this video. Discovery Land Management, if you're familiar with, they're all over the world now, and they build the highest end golf country clubs. They basically gentrify areas. Well, that's happening in the Whitefish Kalispell area right now. David Gogan, if you know who he is investing close to $700-800 million into Whitefish, gentrifying the entire city. The Averill family, which is local there, is partnering with Drew Brees, former New Orleans Saints quarterback, and another huge investor out of Texas. And they are gentrifying kind of right between building this mega resort, which is going to rival the Yellowstone Club in Big Sky. I cannot remember his name, but he's the owner of Whitefish Mountain. That's Whitefish Mountain, got my hoodie on, and also the Las Vegas Knights. He's making some drastic major improvements. Another thing, going back to the Averill family, Drew Brees, they're negotiating right now to get private slopes that are not under lease by Whitefish Mountain to where they can add that to their resort, super rivaling the Yellowstone Club. This stuff is what's changing. I already see the downtown area changing in Whitefish as well. What that means is this is turning into Big Sky. This is turning into Jackson Hole kind of as I see it. That's why I've just closed on my big $3 million property last week. That's why I got another condo that's under contract. That's why I've got my $1 million cabin that's there. I've got another condo at the entrance to Glacier National Park, and I'm investing into the city for the long term. Also looking at RV parks and multifamily. It's not just single family homes. Part of this is because it is a true double season market. You've got the winter months where you've got amazing snowmobiling, you've got winter activities, you've got skiing, you've got boarding, you've got all that stuff. You've got the restaurant scene. Summertime, it's Montana. I mean, what's better than being in Montana during the summer? So that's very hard. One of the only other markets that I'm in that's that way is kind of a true 12-month season is Banner Elk, North Carolina. And a lot of people will see that Banner Elk, they think that that market is down, but if you have the right properties, with the long range views, with the amenities, with the setups, and you build on the outside, then you're going to insulate yourself from that. The other one is really Gulf Shores, and that's a big difference between Gulf Shores and Destin. And a lot of that has to do with our compression events that happen during the off season, December, January, February. I have a lot of cheerleading competitions, a lot of volleyball competitions, a lot of soccer tournaments, that kind of stuff that have like 1,500, 2,000, 3,000, even 4,000 people that are coming in for the compression events. So those are the ancillary components that I'm looking for that really doesn't register with the data set tools that are out there, right? So I'm looking for the traffic sources. I'm looking for the information that is not being presented that everybody can find. So I tell you that my number one skill set is I do the shit that nobody else wants to do. I do the hard work. I take the 2 extra steps to be able to find the information when I'm investing in every one of my properties, and every one of the markets that I'm in is representative of that. And that's one of the reasons why I send past that top 90th percentile. So make sure that you're doing the extra work. Make sure that you are identifying the traffic sources, the true traffic sources, right? I kind of go back to Hot Springs, Arkansas. I never invested there because I really personally just don't jive with that market. But one of the things that's awesome are their traffic sources. They actually have 4 bona fide traffic sources. They have Hamilton Lake, which surrounds the city and comes to within a mile, actually inside the city limits, which is very rare. They have the National Park, which is a mile from downtown, very rare. They have a racetrack, horse track, which literally runs 6 months out of the year, driving thousands of people every week to that track. And it is active and it is big. I'm not talking like betting. They have that, but I'm talking like full blown horse track. Then they also have a casino. Those are 4 legitimate traffic drivers. I will never invest into a market that only has one, because if that one goes away, you know the market's going to be in trouble. And that's the thing that I love about Whitefish, and people don't understand this. Glacier National Park, you've got Flathead Lake, you've got Whitefish Mountains, skiing, all that type of stuff, and incredible fly fishing, ATVing, snowmobiling, and yet we are the U.S. gateway to Banff. We are, my house I have, and only my cabin you've seen on the river is literally only 24 miles from the Canadian border, and it's just year round. It's absolutely incredible what's what there. So make sure you're doing what I call the deep underwriting, the deep research before you invest into a property. These are things that I teach inside of my inner circle. This is the first sales pitch I'm ever going to give you. If you want what I have access to, you want my performers, you want my markets, you want my real estate agents, you want my bankers, you want my tax guys, you want everything that I have, my marketing campaigns, all of that type of stuff, then click the link below and let's talk about the inner circle and see if that is the right fit for you to help you go to the next level and achieve the results that I've been able to achieve. Have a great day, and at the very least, make sure you hit that subscribe button.